We're live out in Indianapolis, Indiana. The Tennessee Titans have already been making moves for the NFL Combine starts, trading Devondre Sweat and also cutting two players from the roster. We'll talk about that next on the Titan Report podcast. Welcome back to the show, live from Indianapolis, Indiana, at the NFL Combine. I'm your host, Jackson Weber of the Titan Report podcast. Very blessed to be out here in Indianapolis, Indiana. We got a lot of good stuff coming. We have 2 episodes this week. We have one today, and then we have one on Sunday. So Sunday is where we're going to break it down everything from the NFL Combine. Today, I'm going to talk about a couple things, a couple news things related from the Tennessee Titans. So it's going to start out with the news. Tennessee Titans officially released starting center Lloyd Cushenberry, and he also failed the physical. This is the main reason why the Tennessee Titans are releasing Lloyd Cushenberry. It saves them $3 million in cap space, but also has a dead cap of $9 million. The Titans also did this move as well. They released Xavier Woods on the same evening. You can see that as well. They saved $3.5 million, and then $1 million is in dead cap space. So the Titans have around maybe like 110. The Titans have $110 million in cap space. Now let's start with Lloyd Cushenberry, who I'm actually surprised about the Titans actually cutting, especially with the dead cap hit of $9 million. And I think fans got to understand that he failed the physical. That's the reason why it happened. It was because they just cut him out of nowhere. No, he failed a physical. It was a shoulder injury he had. He's getting surgery on it. He didn't pass the physical that started in the offseason. So that is the reason why the Tennessee Titans are cutting Lloyd Cushenberry. Xavier Woods, it does make sense because of the veteran. I'm not sure if they're going to target it as safety and free agency or not. Maybe in the draft, we have to find out. We'll see. But moves do kind of make sense. Now, the Titans looking at center, it's kind of something to keep in mind about. You have to add that to the list now. So, Tyler Linderbaum is a guy to be example. Can you look in the draft and look at a guy like Logan Jones from Iowa? So, that's something to keep in mind, especially with the trade we're going to talk about next. And that could impact things about the draft. So, cutting Lloyd Cushenberry is an interesting move, but looking at it, it is the right and smart move for the Tennessee Titans. Now they get maybe young and a better center to replace Lloyd Cushenberry. All right, next we're going to go with the Titans are trading Devondre Sweat. That happened earlier yesterday morning to the New York Jets for Jermaine Johnson. So to kind of keep in mind that this trade is not going to go through until March 11th, that you saw right there from Adam Schefter. I'm very surprised it happened right now. I thought it might have happened maybe during the NFL draft. The Titans got good value for Devondre Sweat. And I think this is a good trade for the Tennessee Titans and Mike Bergonzi, because you're coming down to the end and you're kind of realizing to yourself, okay, is he going to be a scheme fit? The Titans are changing schemes. And I think the Titans just wanted to move on. I think they wanted to get a fresh start. And they got a good guy to do it. Jermaine Johnson is a tremendous guy, and I'll talk about him in just a minute. And I've confirmed, and the Titans were on thin ice with Devondre Sweat, and they wanted him to work harder. They thought his work ethic was very lacking. That's what led to the trade. And, again, the scheme fit wasn't working for Devondre Sweat. And I'm not exactly sure if he was upset about that or not, but he gets a fresh start with the Jets, and the Titans get Jermaine Johnson. It's a win-win here deal. I think fans have to understand, I rather get something back from Devondre Sweat trade than get nothing at all. I'm glad I got Jermaine Johnson because he's a guy that the Titans can work with. He's a good scheme fit for Robert Saleh's defense. He's the guy that Robert Saleh is looking for, who can also really stop the run, who can also rush to get to the quarterback. He's a guy that can get off the edge quicker. That's what Titans fans are looking for. That's what the Tennessee Titans staff is looking for, is for guys to get off that edge quickly enough. And that's one thing that I like about Jermaine Johnson. And he's a good relationship with Robert Saleh. Pro Bowl season back in 2023 before he tore his ACL tragically in 2024. There's good things about Jermaine Johnson. This is a win-win, not just for the New York Jets, but for the Tennessee Titans. Even though they take on $12 million of that cap space for next season, it's still a good deal. Now we're going to go to Jermaine Johnson. I think this is a win-win trade because the Titans get something back for Devondre Sweat. The biggest thing was for the Tennessee Titans to find the best value possible. And you probably didn't want to get a 6th-round pick. I think if you got a 6th-round pick, maybe you might look at this and say, oh, this might be a bad trade. But you got something for him. You got a piece for him. You got something to build around. And I think that's something that really stands out to me. And the thing about Jermaine Johnson, he's everything the Titans are looking for in the edge help. The Titans desperately need edge help. That's easily the number one position this offseason to improve at, is the edge. And he's an elite run stopper on that defense. And I know last year for the Jets, he was kind of up and down year because he came off the ACL, but I think this is going to be a rebound year for Jermaine Johnson. He's a really good threat on that defensive line. He's a guy who can also really get to the pass rush. Johnson had a Pro Bowl season just a couple years ago with 17 starts, 7.5 sacks, 56 quarterback pressures, 11 tackles for loss, 31 defensive stops. And keep in mind about that, he was one of 12 rushers who had 50-plus pressures and 20 run stops on that defense. So Jermaine Johnson has a ton of talent to him. He's 6'5", over 250. He's a good threat on that defensive line. I'm going to play this clip about Robert Saleh talking about Jermaine Johnson.
He's been awesome, man. He's I feel bad for him because he kind of gets lost in the shuffle of the four picks that we had that get celebrated. It's Sauce and Garrett and Brees, but Jermaine's playing at a Pro Bowl level. He's disruptive. He changes games. He gets after the quarterback. He's awesome in the run game. Playing through so much pain right now. He had that first year where he was kind of hidden behind a really good D-line, and he had an unbelievable offseason, put in a lot of work, and it's so cool just to watch a young man who put in the work that he needed to in the offseason to reap the rewards of his labor. But he's doing a great job, grossly underrated in my opinion, but he's going to be good for a long time.
So now Robert Saleh against reunite with Jermaine Johnson and bring him on that defensive line. I'm going to say this, though. Just one thing about the combine and the draft. I'm still not comfortable at the edge position, right? I think the Titans got to still upgrade there. My top 3 positions, like I said, edge, wide receiver, and corner. The Titans are still going to have to upgrade at the edge. Ruben Baines going to be a guy to keep an eye about. We'll talk about him. David Bailey and Reese, if he does fall to number 4. And I can say this more likely, could mean the Titans could go wide receiver with number 4. They could trade back. So there's so many scenarios on the table right now, and I feel more comfortable at the edge position than I did a week ago. All right, next thing we'll be talking about, and we're going to end the show. And Titans fans saw this on their feed on last Monday. So this is a new leak of when the new logo and uniforms are going to drop at the Pinnacle Nissan Stadium. The Titans posted this on their Instagram page a day later, posting this, and especially the date, 3/12/2026. That is when everything is going to come out. The thing to keep in mind about this, that is going to be the jerseys. That light blue, and especially that blue navy stars. That is my favorite feature on that jersey, especially the hat got leaked just a couple nights ago. We're going to talk about that as well on Sunday. But to me, let me know what you guys think about the new logo design. I like it personally. I think it's very great. There's a lot of good things to like about it. I'm going to say this, fans can finally put their opinions in on what the jerseys are. And I'm very excited to see what they are. This is not going to be the alternate jerseys. These are going to be the jerseys of the Tennessee Titans. These will be the brand new jerseys, brand new logo. Everything's getting rebranded. The rival jerseys can't get leaked until August just because of the NFL rules. Anything can't come out. It's against NFL policy. So very good stuff out here in Indianapolis, Indiana. We have a ton of good stuff coming out. I know you all seen this on Friday, but we will have a podcast edition on Sunday, which will be talking about the NFL Combine and breaking down the days, starting from Thursday to Friday and Saturday for y'all. So that's it from the Titan Report podcast. I appreciate y'all checking out the channel. Again, before y'all leave, y'all can like, subscribe, and share this show with a fellow Titans fan. I'll see y'all on Sunday. Tighten up.